Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning. Oh, man. No, it's gone. Afro is gone. I feel naked, man. I don't like it. Oh, I feel exposed to the world. Oh, I feel less intimidating. Like when I have the afro and I just rock it, like I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, look at this motherfucker right here. Afro! But now it's all gone. I see a baby in the mirror. I see a fucking baby. I don't like it, man. Every time I looked in the mirror and I saw the afro, there'd be an internal soundtrack in my mind. I want to fly like an eagle every fucking time. But now it's gone. It's fucking gone. God damn it. Oh. All right. Hunter x Hunter. First of all, if you are a fan of German soccer, congratulations on some Super Smash Brothers type shit. You have, well, not you technically, unless you're one of the actual German soccer team players, and if you're watching some of my shit, then, give me a shout out. But if not the case, then the team that represents your country, that represents German soccer, has won. All right, the German soccer team has been Argentina. And my dad, he was all about Argentina. I didn't really care. I was neutral. My little bro was like, yo, Germany. Yeah, fuck it. Like, I want Germany to win. But I don't know if it's you or... Okay, fine. For some reason, whenever it comes to sports, whatever my dad chooses, my little bro chooses the complete opposite, just to piss my dad off. Like, okay, fine. You want Argentina? I want Germany. Fuck it. Yeah, let's go, Germans. Let's go. It's some real dick shit. But whatever. Let me move on. And maybe you experienced that too. I don't know. Like sports feuds within your family. Something like that. But either way. So this chapter of Hunter x Hunter chapter 346. Two main parts. We have the Zodiac stuff, and then we have the Jin Freaks and the Pariston stuff. So basically, the Hunter organization group, and then Beyond the Teros group. Now, main thing here is this. So let me go to the first group. And of course, I have my tabs open, obviously, because it's Hunter x Hunter. The main thing here is this. Number one, we have Cheeto pretty much breaking down everything that pertains to the Dark Continent and the V5, which is now the V6. And how this trip is pretty much not... It's a means of going to the Dark Continent and engaging in specifically trying to capture one of the calamities. That's their main task at hand. But not only that, but also to restrain Beyond and make sure that he doesn't just go around just doing shit. And Jin, in the second part of the chapter, he explains quite well what Beyond's whole shtick is. Like, if you're going to compare the two groups in simplest terms, Group 1, meaning the Hunter Association, their main task here is let's just get one of the 5 calamities, whether it be Hellbell, whether it be the Papus. No! Brian, no! No! Fuck out of here. I would rather they go for Hellbell. Go for Hellbell or go for an AI gas life form. Those two, I think, are easier, perhaps, than the Zobe disease, then Papus, and definitely Brian. Don't go anywhere near that fucker. Alright? Yes, I think, again, Brian to me is just, it's horrifying. It's a fucking ball, and it's horrifying. Balls have never been more scary. Alright? Never. So, moving on. That's their goal. To specifically bring back one of those 5. Whereas Beyond, it's results. I don't care about what I bring back. Fuck it. It could be something new. Results. I want results. So that's the end goal right there. So, thing here is this. when it comes to the first half, again, it's basically Cheeto going over what their game plan is and the risk at hand, as well as dubbing Leorio and Kurapika the new boar and rat. Leorio being the boar, obviously, that's to me is obvious, and of course Kurapika being the rat. And we get to see who specifically is doing what. And I'll go over that, each one, and I'll read them to you, because it's fascinating. Because some people, I thought that they were more, like, I'm just surprised at how it's going to roll out. But also, what's very important in this first half of the chapter is, apparently, there's a spy. Now, Kurapika made the deduction, and it shows you just how perceptive Kurapika is. He made the deduction that Beyond has hunters within the organization that work for him. And the Zodiacs were kind of taken aback by that, because like, how do you know that? And then he deduced that given the circumstances, number one, Beyond wanted Netero dead, and Netero knew that. And given Netero's personality, well, he doesn't know him personally, but we have Ox explain later on that given Netero's personality, he probably let a spy slip into the Zodiac. And Pariston was probably just Pariston was more of a front, wherein which they already knew that Pariston was someone who was not to be trusted. But Chairman Netero knew that and full well made him the vice chairman. But at the same time, that lets someone else slide into the actual Zodiac as a spy for Beyond. So, who that person is, we don't know. But we do know that when it comes to Pariston and his boys, meaning the mediator, the hunter mediators, that's what they're dubbed as. Let me just check one more time just to be sure. Pariston and the mediator hunters, yeah. That's what Cheeto says. Those are all Pariston's boys right there, who are going to accompany him and his group into the Dark Continent. Thing here is that there's someone else that is still within, they still have veiled over them, and they're still working for Beyond on the side, but they don't know about it. Or at least this person's hidden. Now, will this person probably be exposed later on? Obviously, I believe so. But the assassins that Pariston sent into the Hunter exam, because the Hunter exam this time round was specifically set up to try and bring in people with specific skill sets to assist them in this trip to the Dark Continent. And we find out through, well, we basically find out through Sheep, forgot his name, but I think his name is Gita. We'll get to it real soon. That Morel, he's going to go along with them, and he's going to be a part of the navigation. And Nove can't go that far. Because, and listen, to me it makes sense. Because the Chimera Ants, their danger ranking was like a B, something like that. And according to Cheeto, Bryon, Hellbell, AI gas life forms, Pahus, Zoe, they all have a ranking of B+. So they are more dangerous than the Chimera Ants. I really want to see fucking Hellbell and Bryon and then run away. So you see Bryon do his thing, kill some people, then run away. But the thing here is that because Nove was so terrified of the Chimera Ant Royal Guards, odds are, when it comes to creatures even more devastating, even more dangerous, horrifying, there's no way Nove can mentally last. It's not happening. He'll break down. No, there's no way. It's not happening. So, right now, I believe that Ginta was trying to find someone of Nove's skill set, but it's very hard to find someone like that. And Nove does have a very, very convenient skill set. Dimension, yeah! Dimension the dice! Oh, shit! Dimension the dice, shit. Alright, whatever. He has his dimensions. And he has the key, so it basically be like a hidden rest stop for those who are in danger or a hiding. So, like it'll be convenient to have these portals located, and people can hide in these portals. Though I do wonder if someone was inside of Nove's portal or room and nowhere to die, what would happen to them? Like, would they be stuck there forever, or would they be returned to the outside world? I don't know. But either way, let me move on. Let me get to the specifics of what people are doing. So what are their jobs? And we find out what these hunters are. So we basically find out what the hunters, or what the Zodiac are when it comes to their specific niche of hunter. So first of all, number one, Cheeto. She is a doctor, loyal, incurable disease hunter, and part of the science division. When it comes to Ox is a private security company, private security company management, attorney, crime hunter, and intelligence division. Then when it comes to Dragon, or Batobe, he is a prosecutor, military. Well, I don't know why it's worded like it should be military prosecutor, but apparently they flipped it around. I don't know why. Analyst, a terrorist hunter. And he's a part of the defense division. Then, now, Payon, or Rabbit, let me read to you what she said. And this is actually something very important, because this ties into what Jin and that one guy, Kurapika, were doing when it came to the ancient language discussion that they had. And Jin wound up beating Kurapika in this ancient language debate. And Kurapika winds up accepting Jin's money, but I'll get to that real soon. What Payon says is that, and I quote, "In the event that we make contact with the Dark Continent civilization," and remember how apparently Bryon is a weaponized plant, and it lies within this particular ruin area, like 400 kilometers like from the coast. So that means that there are humans. Either they were humans or there are humans that live on the Dark Continent. But they're an ancient civilization. And they're probably stronger than the humans that live in the middle of Lake Mobius. I would go that far. I mean, given the environment of the Dark Continent, I don't see how they're not stronger. Seriously. Because they're probably dealing with Chimera Ant type dudes on a daily basis. But moving on. Where was I? Okay, yeah. So let me, at the beginning. In the event that we make contact with the Dark Continent civilization, I'm integrating data on the ancient language into our software. After we get the passenger list, I have it programmed to prioritize reconstruction the data. Whatever. So that's worded weird. Let me just make sure I got that right. After. Yeah, so it's worded weird, but whatever. Point here is that when it comes to this notion that this ancient civilization of people existing on the Dark Continent, this may be a key factor when it comes to the next arc. Who knows? It actually may be a key factor later on in the story. Like, if, for example, if they go to the Dark Continent again, and this time it's a Gon and Killua and his party, and, like, let's say Leorio and Kurapika, they've been there before, so they're kind of like mock veterans, then it is possible that can happen, that they meet up with an ancient civilization later on. Or maybe Dome Freaks. Dome Freaks! Very possible. But moving on. Payon, she is the linguistic specialist interpreter, ancient document hunter, and she's part of the intelligence division. Then we have Cluck. She is a musician, dancer, plant hunter, and biology division, which is kind of surprising because given her personality, I would not with her because she is very explosive. So given her personality, I wouldn't expect Cluck to be part of the biology division. The fucking bio majors over here. So, and I was a bio major and I fucking hated it. I couldn't stand learning about plants and fish, and I was like, yo, fuck this shit. Like why am I here learning about frogs and like dissecting mice and shit and like squid? It's not cool. Like this to me is Yeah, no. Nah, I'm a builder. I build shit. I build shit. Moving on. And then we have, no offense to the Biocats. No offense. Hopefully none taken. Sacho. Sacho is, of course, a dog. Horse. He is the detective handyman. I don't know what a trouble hunter is, but apparently he's a trouble hunter. And he's a part of the intelligence division. Then there is Sayu the monkey. He's a martial artist, a bounty hunter, and he's also part of the defense division. And basically his end game is, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got nothing for you guys, but I'll guard beyond, and that's my job. And then we have Ginta. And again, Ginta explains the whole Nove and moral situation. He's a ranger. Poaching hunter, and he's also part of the biology division. Then you have Kanzai, the tiger. He is a bodyguard, treasure hunter, and part of the defense division. Then you have Giru, the snake. She's a coroner. Coroner, chemist, poison hunter, and part of the science division. And then finally you have Leorio, medical student, rookie, science division, and then you have Kurapika, Nostrade family, young boss, which I think pretty much confirms that he has his own thing going on. Like, he has his own, like, clique of underground boys, Kurapika, possibly, perhaps, but whatever. Because it says young boss. So, and then of course he's a bounty hunter as well as part of the intelligence division. So that's what they're doing right there. Those are their job types and specifications. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, moving on. When it comes to Jin Freaks' part, alright, that was funny. It kicks off funny. Because, first of all, you have, I don't know who they are, but one guy with the chef hat, one guy with, like, the weird, like, I don't know, like, what kind of cut it is. Like, on some, like, Dome Vader type cut, whatever. And then the other guy that he gave money to, like, the first guy who took his money, that guy. They're watching Jin do this thing with Nen. And this to me I thought was hilarious. And he says that it doesn't showcase skill, but I highly doubt it, because it does showcase Nen control. That's for sure. Controlling your aura is quintessential in using your aura for combat purposes. And here Jin is showcasing just phenomenal Nen control. Where he has Nen aura, alright, around his hand. Then he makes a wart. Then he makes that wart move. Then he makes several warts. Then they all move. Then he changes the shapes and sizes of the warts. Then he has the warts move in different directions. And it looks like the warts are talking to each other. And all the dudes there are like, wait, stop, hold on, pause. All right, we get it. We get it. You're awesome. We get it. All right, fine. Just holy shit. So, that was pretty crazy. Jin has phenomenal Nen control. Like, whoa. I was like, whoa, Jin. Freak. Holy fuck. My God. Stop this man. And it looks like at the end of the episode, it looks like he's actually going to engage in combat with some of Pariston's the mediator hunters. And that's the way it looks. Because you have this guy. Okay, so after Pariston comes into the room, and after you have Jin have this ancient language debate or contest with Kuriri, and apparently Kuriri, he's actually a professor at this esteemed university. It's Harvard, but it's a B, so Broward. So Broward University. And he got spanked by Jin in this ancient language contest. He takes the money, donates it to like some kind of charity, whatever, fine. And it looks like people, the more time they spend with Jin, the more and more accustomed they get to him, and the more they're willing to accept Jin as the number 2. And Jin clearly states that he doesn't want Pariston to be number 2 because Pariston being number 2 is detrimental to everybody. It's not just for his sake or for the organization's sake, because he even says himself that when it comes to freedom, he would rather choose Beyond's group, because with Beyond's group he has more freedom to do like whatever he wants to do. Problem here is that, again, when it comes to Pariston, he's gonna wind up fucking you in the ass really bad at the worst time, because he's fucked up. That's what he does. He's fucked up. So, I mean, he has his smile on and he's, hey, sorry to tell you, but our assassins failed. It's like, what the fuck is like, dude, Pariston, what are you doing? But that's how he rolls. That's how he rolls. And Jin cannot let Pariston do what he wants to do. He just can't. He cannot allow it. He cannot let this opportunity be wasted on Pariston. No way in hell. So, thing here is that you have this guy. So after he announced that these assassins have failed, all of a sudden comes like this group, and this group leader is like, his name is like Mueller, some shit like that, but whatever. Apparently Mueller knows Jin. They have history. And then that's when Jin explains to Mueller that, yo, listen, like honestly, I'd rather be a part of Beyond's group because you guys have more freedom, so on and so forth. And then we have these other cats come out of nowhere. And they don't want to get to know Jin. They don't want to spend a few days. No, they don't have that time. They're just going to fight against Jin, or they're going to, well, no, either they're going to fight against Jin, or they're going to force him to choose between either Pariston or Jin. And then Jin has a third option. Pariston has a fourth option. Okay, fine. So 1 Pariston, 2 Jin. 3 on Jin's end, you all leave. 4 on Pariston's end, you all die. So it looks like these 3 guys, these 3 rambunctious hunters who thought that they could get away with bullying Jin and Pariston, apparently are going to get their asses kicked or they're going to die. Depending on who gets the first jump, probably. Either Jin or Pariston. So, that being said, next chapter, it looks like we're going to see Jin in some, I'm not going to say serious combat, because these guys look like straight up scrubs. Probably we're going to see something from Jin. But the main person here should be Pariston. Because Pariston, we have no idea what his power scheme is. None. Zero. No idea. So, hopefully, we get some hint as to what Pariston's abilities are. And, because, look, no, there's no way that he's part of the reinforcement. There's no way. There's no way. Or missions. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Pariston is too conniving, too fucked up. No, he's transformations. He has to be. He has to be. Either transformations or special. That's what I'm putting Pariston on for now. But we'll see next chapter. So overall, the chapter does give us some substance in the sense of, and apparently the person who was able to weed out the assassins in the Hunter exam that were a part of Pariston's group was Kurapika. Kurapika. So Kurapika has clearly established himself as being quite useful when it comes to the Zodiac, when it comes to the whole organization. So whether or not Kurapika stays as a member of the Zodiac, that's a good question. I don't know. After all this is said and done, and let's just say that all the Zodiacs somehow come out alive. My theory, honestly, given the danger of the Dark Continent, I'm going to say, and hear me out, 4 Zodiac die. Including the one who is still, including the traitor. Including the traitor. I'm going to say 4 to 5 Zodiac die. And if Kurapika still is a member of the Zodiac, and like they can somehow recreate like a new Zodiac with like maybe Cheeto, if she's still alive, being like the head, and then you have like other new members come in there, like a stretch. Hisoka joins the fucking Zodiac, like fucking, I don't know. That'd be some weird ass shit, but it's possible. It's not impossible. So that being said, that'll be some weird shit. But given the level of danger in the Dark Continent, it is possible for a lot of Zodiac to die. And also, if Kurapika were to stay there, he'd be in a very, given the fact that he's actually very intelligent, he would be in a very advantageous position. Because I don't know what Kurapika's end goal would be after he gets all the eyes of his comrade. Like, after you collect all the eyes, what's your goal after that, Kurapika? Like, what's the end game there? Well, okay, fine. You collect all the eyes, and then you kill the fam troop members. After that, what's next? You kill Kurolo. You killed every fam troop member. What then? You know? Training? Like, I don't know. But either way, I'm done. So overall, the chapter, I did like it a lot. I thought it was a great chapter, and I will see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day.